Everybody get ready, it's Secret Handshake. 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 Shh. Hello, welcome to Secret Handshake.
Hi there, welcome to Secret Handshake.
I'm Cassiany.
I'm Jerry.
And
I'm Harper.
Oh my god, you
Sorry.
gave yourself a special.
I didn't mean to. I just, I am
You
experimenting
deserve
with a new sort of production, having a little keyboard here.
I'm very excited
And
about it.
I didn't hit the right button. Because I just had to change them all right before we started.
You know what? I think that's fair because there's like a lot of buttons going
There
on
are
here. Like,
so
I don't know
many buttons. There
if
are
you guys
at least
can see this, but
26 buttons.
at
The
least.
funny thing is that only like 4 of them do anything connected to the stream.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
And they
so.
change every. They change?
No. Not in theory, they don't change.
It's like
They
a
stay the
categories
same.
guide.
But we do something different every week here on Secret Handshake. What are we going to be doing this week, gang?
So this week, so I messaged. We have a Facebook message. It's how we all
we have
communicate.
a Facebook chat.
Yes. Very legitimate, very professional.
It's a Slack.
Yeah, I messaged the group and I said, hey, what if we all drew Flat Stanley and mailed it to each other?
Sure.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants Flat Stanley edition.
Right.
Do you guys know who Flat Stanley is?
I will
Sound
say,
off in the comments.
I do
Sound
not
off in
know.
the comments, Stan heads, Stanley stands. If you're a
Stanley
Stan,
stands or a flat
a flat
fan.
Stan.
Flat. Anyways, Flat Stanley is a fictional flat character who.
Not a real man who's flat.
No, I didn't know
Not
who
a
Flat
real
Stanley was until
two-dimensional
this
man.
year. We did not do
Don't
that
be-
as a child.
Don't be mistaken. Yeah, he's not a real guy. You didn't do Flat Stanley?
I did not do Flat Stanley.
Did you do Flat Stanley?
I don't know what it is.
So actually, oh really?
I know vaguely what it is, but I didn't do Flat Stanley.
Wow, Nick, our fourth ghost, silent. No, he's
Silent partner.
Yeah, he's
Our field correspondent, one of our other
Yeah.
producers on the show.
Yeah, so he's in our Midwest offices right now. But Nick, I want to know if you did Flat Stanley. I'm wondering because I know you went to
A weird school.
Yeah, you went to the hippy
I went
dippy
to
school.
weird school.
Yeah,
okay,
Harper went to weird school where they,
where we learned
I imagine beanbags.
feelings. We learned beanbags.
Yes.
We did not learn sitting at desks.
Right.
Sure.
We didn't learn having more than one teacher for 5 years.
Wow.
We
And
we
what was the
didn't
school
learn a
called
lot of
again?
socializing with people outside of the school.
They kept you locked in there,
Yeah,
didn't they?
I have to say there were 11 kids in my 6th grade class. So even though I went to a boring public school, I did not.
Also small.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm the worst of them all because I went to private school. Okay.
Nick in the chat says you're lagging a bit on your end. What do you mean by that? Is there a problem? Is that like? Do you mean like there's a audio problem, or you're just there's a delay?
Yeah.
Let me know if I need to fix anything.
Okay, Nick coming through saying he did Flat Stanley.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
saying he did do
basically,
Flat Stanley.
honestly, it was a book, I think. I didn't look it up before doing the show tonight, and I wanted to keep it fresh, and I wanted to be honest. But I think it was like a book. And then in my, I think, 3rd grade class, we each got like, it was like a piece of paper this big. Sorry, let me bring that down.
That's a very big.
It was big. It was like closer to me size at the time than anything.
Okay. It was like your flat friend. Yeah.
It was my flat friend. And we colored him in, and then we had to mail him to like a family friend or like a friend who lived far away. And then they would like write a letter and take pictures with Flat Stanley and be like, I took Flat Stanley to the mall. I bought him tater tots. I had
He didn't eat
a
them?
pretzel. Yeah, he didn't eat them.
It's so hard for me not to throw shade on Harper right now. Can I explain to the good people at home that my only experience with Flat Stanley is when we were mailed a Flat Stanley to take pictures of. We were mailed it the same week that I was going to London for work. I didn't take it with me because Harper was going to take it around New York City.
Okay.
We never mailed it back. We never took any pictures.
Cool. Thanks for sharing that with everybody.
Who?
I don't know. Do we want to keep going? Just
We don't have to. We don't have to. I guess I just want to know.
I asked if I was allowed.
And apparently took my silence as a yes.
So you understand the concept of it, though. So
Yeah, no, I get it.
You've interacted with it. So basically, I thought that it would be fun for us to do a similar thing. I know that we all live in New York, but
I think it would be really fun if the audience at home, our followers on Twitter, our voicemail folk, if they would give us challenges for our Flat Stanleys.
oh, that's such a good idea.
I think it would be so much fun if you all tell us where you want Flat Stanley to go.
Yes.
And see if maybe that's something we can do.
Yeah. So.
A flat scavenger.
Yeah, scavenger. So I think we decided that by the end of the episode, by the end of tonight's episode, the three of us plus Nick in the chat, we all have to agree, but we can outrule Nick since he's not here, if we don't like what he says. Sorry, Nick, them's the rules. But we all have to agree on a different name for our flat person because it isn't Flat Stanley to us, okay? That doesn't resonate for me now as an adult.
I've never met anyone named Stanley. My only association with it is the movie Holes.
I was going to say Stanley
Yelnats.
Yelnats?
Yelnats.
And you know how you can remember it? Because it's Stanley
Stanley
backwards.
Yeah, I already knew that.
knew
But
that.
It's hard for me still.
You just learned to read. It's only fair.
I just fucking learned to read.
Reading backwards
Thank you,
is a
Jerry.
whole nother.
Thank you so much for understanding what I meant.
Okay, well, cool. Go to that camera. You two can hang out.
Oh.
Bye, Harper.
Bye.
Clink. So, should we get started on our Stanleys or God, I keep saying Stanley. Stanley. He's haunting me. Do you guys have any suggestions right off the bat for a name? How about Cheese Curd Chad?
I hate that.
No.
Nick, what do you think? Cheese Curd Chad. Hashtag Cheese Curd Chad. Hashtag Secret Handshake. Get that circulating, guys.
Great.
No.
So no?
What about
Nick says WTF.
Nick didn't like it either, so that's reasonable.
what about Slim Sally?
That makes me think of beef jerky. Slim Jim.
Well, we were gonna do another thing tonight as well.
Oh, what?
Take calls.
Oh my
Oh, we're
God.
taking calls! I was at the meeting.
I was at the meeting as well. Follow us on Instagram at Secret Handshake Live to know what joke we're talking about. Yeah, so we are taking calls tonight. This is a call-in show. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
Tonight?
Tonight,
It is.
it's one of those days. So call in 8024
Two hands. 8024 two hands.
Chat with us. Talk to us about, our flat people. Talk to us about anything. Talk to us about everything.
Tell us.
And we can only take one call at a time. So if someone calls while there's already someone there, please call back and we'll get you in a second.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely. Ring, ring, ring. Call us in. Be patient.
Yeah.
We love you.
And
We
then
love you.
we should probably start making our
Yeah.
flat people.
Yeah,
Flat
Harper, I'm
folk.
sorry I forgot that we were doing a call-in show tonight.
That's okay.
Thanks for reminding us.
No problem.
Anyways, let's continue.
Harper's a star and a producer.
That's true. So we're drawing our own people, huh?
We
Yeah,
are drawing our own people.
Kind of thought that way we could do anything. We weren't tied to any particular like
Yeah.
body form.
I personally just want to look up what Flat Stanley looks like
I
again.
have literally no idea what Flat Stanley looks
No,
like.
I don't know either.
Now, are we drawing them
Oh.
one at a time? Should we take challenges like we have in the past?
We could. We certainly could.
Oh my god, this is not the Flat Stanley I know. He's been...
Isn't it this?
No. He looks like... What does he look like to me?
I gotta tell you, he looks like this to me.
Riveting.
Wow.
So
Sorry,
The
I'm
viewers
sorry.
Are glued to this.
I'm sorry. I just am really trying to find...
To me,
Because then I could post it in the chat.
Flat Stanley looks.
Yeah, show me what you think Flat Stanley looks like. Wow.
This is Flat Stanley.
Yeah, that's how I remember him.
It's just anything announcing to me that it is Flat Stanley. Anytime you ask me to draw anything, I will just draw a square or a few lines and then label it.
Wow, this is truly...
Okay, well then I'll start if no one else wants to.
Harper can start. Harper will kick us off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you all want to chat?
No. I'd
That's
rather
what it seems like.
just sit in silence. I'm sorry. I'm going to the show
In
so I
solemn
can
silence. Share the flat.
Nick wanted to say again that he hates cheese curd Chad.
Cheese curd Chad is bad.
So I'm just gonna say,
I messed up immediately.
oh, what? So okay, so what do you think you're gonna
I blew it on my good boy immediately.
listen? Tell me.
I'm gonna start with an outline.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking.
I love
I'm
it.
gonna
Tell me
sort
your
of start with an
process.
outline here for
We're getting a call.
yeah.
Getting
So
a
we'll go
call.
over to this right now. Hello, Secret Handshake. How are you?
Hello, caller.
Why?
Caller?
Hang on just a moment, everybody. Sorry about this.
Caller, keep calling.
Hi, Secret Handshake.
Hey, it's Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Oh,
Hey, Nick.
We've
calling
missed
us.
you, Nick.
First of all, don't call me a eunuch. Ha ha ha.
Great.
I take it back. I haven't missed you, Nick.
Yeah, of course. I just wanted to call in and make a suggestion regarding our flat friend.
Mhm.
What if our friend, now hear me out. What if our friend wasn't flat? What?
What?
Nick,
What do
that
you mean
seems
by
like that
that?
goes against everything.
Hear me out, okay? Chunky friend.
Okay.
Now, are you suggesting we take on some sort of like figural, like sculpture project?
This is good, Harper.
Yeah, Harper's
Yeah,
a good drawer.
Absolutely. That's absolutely what I'm saying. If you guys want to go three-dimensional with this, I love a chunky friend.
I love a chunky friend too, but I don't think we can mail a chunky
I think you
friend.
can be chunky and flat is the thing. If there's anything
Yeah. Can women
shopping
have it
for
all?
bras has taught me, it's that you can be chunky and flat.
Chunky and flat. Now, that's some innovation if I've ever heard of it. So I trust you guys to do well with this.
I mean, if you wanna, you're part of the family. If you wanna make us a sculpture at home and then mail it to the studio.
Yeah. Nick, did you have any good name ideas also?
My name idea was Chunky Friend.
I'm sorry, but I guess I was looking for anything else. Any other ideas?
Oh, okay. Let's see here. How about, I like the word slim. How about, Slim Jim?
Slim Jim's okay. That's already a name of a different thing.
Right, and it reminds
Oh, sure.
Cassie and me of jerky.
Yeah, that reminds me of beef jerky for some reason.
I can't imagine why.
I can't put my finger on the jerky.
I just can't snap into what it is. That reminds me of. But it's so fun. I feel like I've never heard a name before.
This is so Harper's is so good. Hand it to me
It
really
looks
quick.
Okay, well, it's just the start. It's just sort of
I
an
know, but
outline
flip
right
to
now.
it.
Look at how good.
Look at how good this looks.
Just a starting point.
Producer, star, artist.
This looks like something that you would find in a classroom.
What?
It
could
really
that,
does.
What does that even mean?
Like it looks like you
Is
took
that
a
a
class
compliment?
in how to be a first grade teacher and make flat Stanleys. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Okay.
You know how the teacher always makes it impossibly cute and perfect?
That's nice. My
And you have a
little
crush on
flat
her?
friend
Oh
here.
my god. You
Um,
would be such a good kindergarten teacher.
well, thanks, I guess.
That's so nice. Harper, will you do me a favor?
Yeah, what can I do for you?
So, like, you know how you cut into the arm on this side?
Yeah,
but
you
did
want it on this side? I
Yeah,
just-
will you cut into that arm right there?
Yeah, there's just no... it's not-
Such micromanaging.
Well,
Let
what can I say?
just
Nick.
let Harper.
Nick,
Yes.
are you there?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and by the end, you have to come up with a name. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Little Slargis.
All right, so that's our best one so far.
Little
Little
Slargis.
Slargis.
Will you spell that in the chat, please?
Yeah, type that out in the
Yes,
chat.
I will.
Yeah, put it in. Top runner. Front runner? What? I've
Next
never
top
heard an
model,
idiom.
Top model. Top model.
Smize. Can it just be Slim Smizer?
Unfortunately, I have to hang up in order to type it into the chat.
Oh, for
Oh,
real?
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, PTYL. Well, because I'm watching on my phone.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I cut out
so I will-
leg space as well.
I love it. What if we just call it Tyra?
Tiny Tyra.
Tiny Tyra!
Tiny
Yeah.
Tyra's really good.
Tiny Tyra is really good.
I'm
I'm
That's
kind of like-
insane how good that is.
I love Tiny Tyra. Someone is great for thinking of that.
Are they supposed to look like us, or can we kind of do whatever with
I
it?
You
think we
can
can do
definitely
whatever.
do whatever. So, are you going to give this character hair?
Yeah, that's where I was gonna start,
Okay.
I guess.
And you decided to go with brown.
That's what color my hair is.
That's true.
Harper wanted to know, should this look like us? Because mine's gonna look like me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give it a shot, I guess is what I mean.
We've got Frick Frackin' Da Vinci over here.
Yeah, the
Yeah, first of all,
Vitruvian flat.
What if our friend looks like the Mona Lisa and it's the little Lisa?
the little Lisa is fucking precious.
The monodimensional Mona. I understand that
Uh-huh.
it's two-dimensional, but
If you can somehow make a one-dimensional Mona Lisa, and it really looks like the Mona Lisa, I will give you $100.
Wow.
Whoa.
You owe me $100. I've already conceptualized that. I will execute it after the show. Do y'all know that?
I need the
Good.
execution.
Do you all know that old-timey book? I think it's from like the Victorian era. I want to say it's a 19th century or 18th century book. Flat World.
No.
So it's like it's an old-timey like novella to help. I guess it was like a way of like they conceptualized like the dimensions or whatever. Conceptualizing like a fourth dimension was like the deal. And it's
Is that Rachel Maddow?
Shut up.
it's
What?
it's like a line that gets put into a two-dimensional world. Like it's a line, which is one-dimensional, that somehow gets transformed into a two-dimensional world, and it's talking to a triangle, and the triangle's being like, no, we have 2 dimensions or something like that, and like it's like the triangle's like, no, you can have more dimensions than you can see, and it's explaining it to this line, and then the line's like, well, this is great. What if there was a 3rd dimension? And the triangle's like, absolutely not. That's ridiculous. Don't be absurd.
This reminds me of the Phantom Toll Booth.
Okay.
And that might also be in the Phantom Toll Booth, but there is it's called Flat World is a thing.
So
I haven't read the Phantom Toll Booth yet. I'm bad. This is so cute, Harper.
This is the cutest cartoon of Rachel Maddow that I've ever seen.
Rachel looks so happy.
She is thrilled.
Oh, I love the little cuff. Ah! Give Rachel a belt.
Harper's drawing his exact outfit. I mean, literally.
I mean,
Give it a little
why?
lapel mic.
What else would I do?
I love it.
Okay.
Wow. Toss him over here to me, and then throw up that cam.
I love it.
Are
so
you dead?
Much.
I'm sort of like,
Look at that little smile.
should I draw anything? Like,
Oh, it's so good.
It's
I can't
so
wait to see
good.
what an absolute trash fire I make after
you know what
this.
I love about this Tiny Harper is that Tiny Harper has boots for hands.
No, I'm just going like.
Yeah, it's either that it's like this.
Tiny Harper's wearing mittens and doing this.
Tiny Harper is wearing a tiny mic.
That's just kind of. Yeah, we said I should add my mic.
I know, but I wanted to say it again because it's so cute.
So
Love
that's
it.
my little me. It did come out cute.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it's preciosa.
How many tries am I allowed to take?
Yeah, there's lots of paper here.
Okay.
So while Jerry starts to draw, should we go into reg seg?
Let's go into a reg seg.
I'm gonna hang up for the reg seg.
Yeah, Nick,
Okay.
I think you should go.
Okay, I'll see you guys later.
Okay, love you
TTYO.
so much.
Mwah.
Thanks for calling in, Nick.
Call you
Mwah.
later.
Bye.
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 So Nick had to go because we're doing one of his regular segments. Well, we didn't do it last week, right? We're doing that one first, I assume.
Actually, we have 2 things from Nick. Just our regular segment, but then we also have a thing that goes with your companion piece to our regular segment.
Sure.
So which, do you want to go into our regular segment, or do you want to do your other thing first?
We can go into a regular segment?
Okay.
No.
Now, this is a regular segment. This is a segment we do every week.
Now, this is a regular segment. This is a segment that we do every single week.
Now, this is a segment that we do every single week. It's a segment we do every single week where we talk about the movies, the films, the feature presentations, and also other pieces of content that we've enjoyed throughout the week. This is a segment that we like to call Pitch a Tent. And my content that I'm going to pitch this week is a song called Lasting Friend by the artist Samia, or Samia. I'm not sure how this person's name is pronounced, but it's a very good song. It was a single that was released within the past week, maybe week and a half, and the music video is also very good. I would suggest going over to listen to that, or going over to watch that. I had not heard of this person until I saw a tweet about it, and then I watched the video and it's very good. I loved it. So yeah, I think you guys should listen to it. I think a lot of my content, I'm like, you guys aren't going to care about this. But I think that genuinely all 3 of you are going to enjoy this, and our viewers at home will enjoy this as well. So thanks. That's it for me. Samia, Lasting Friend is the name of the track. Nick Sanchez, Secret Handshake.
Wow.
Wow, I'm excited.
Sounds like truly a treasure. Thank you for sharing
It
that,
sounds like
Nick.
it'll be so
Thanks,
good.
Nick. Yeah.
So, Harper, do you want to talk about some tent that you've consumed?
Sure. We've done a lot.
We've so much.
Honestly, we did watch a lot this week.
Honestly, what have we been doing ourselves?
I don't know how we fit this in because we did watch a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess we had started had we started one of the things? Well, the first thing we'll talk about is a show that I tweeted the lyrics to the theme song of.
Yeah.
Because we watched, Jerry and I both, the entire series of Living with Fran.
Mwah! I love Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
This show, objectively bad.
Yeah.
Incredibly fun. I loved it so much.
Mm-hmm. It's like from like 2005, is that right?
Oh.
Yeah, it's from 2005.
Anything from 2005, completely lawless.
Mm-hmm.
No rules.
Yeah.
Parallel
it is
reality.
truly the horniest.
It's very horny. It's
So horny.
It's her like big sort of in a way television comeback. She'd done The Nanny. She had health issues, cancer, and then she was like coming back to television with this. She got divorced. That's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she like sort of came back, I guess, to television, pitching this show that was sort of based on her life about an older woman with a much younger like lover.
Gotcha. Okay.
And apparently, and I would say unfortunately, there was already something in the works at the studio that was being run by Jamie Kennedy.
That was basically the same
That was essentially the same premise.
Oh.
And they decided to sort of smush these things together.
Okay.
And they created what eventually was called Living with Fran, but was for a long time called Shacking Up.
Yes.
And there's like interviews with her online where it's called Shacking Up. They didn't change it until like the last second.
Uh-huh.
And the show is definitely bad in a few ways. And I feel like we should acknowledge that. Like, there are
several, this is what I think you're going to say, there are
Probably.
several gay characters.
Yes.
Only one of them is played by a gay person, and it is Karen? No.
I forget. It's
It
one
is
of the
someone from
original
the original
Queer Eye guys,
for the Straight
whose
Guy.
name
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah.
Oh.
Caillou? Something like that? Is it Caillou?
Cayenne. Because it's
Cayenne
not quite
pepper?
Cayenne. It's like Cayenne.
I don't remember what it is. I
think it's
shouldn't make fun of anybody's name, but
Cayenne Douglas?
I just couldn't remember it. Yeah, is in one episode, but there are a few other people, including Jamie Kennedy, playing gay characters that are disasters.
Yeah.
Not good at all.
Okay.
Anyway, not good in that way. There's other things that are bad about it,
Sure.
but also very fun.
Yeah.
Very fun. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to spend an afternoon just yelling, I love her at your TV.
She's great.
She's amazing.
I mean, if
She's
you
the
really want to
best.
do that, watch The Nanny. But
Well,
if you've
yeah,
watched
seriously.
The Nanny a few times and you're looking to expand your Fran Drescher,
Cute.
I have to trace it.
content consumption, you could reach into this one. And then I think what's her other show? Happily Divorced? Is that what
Happily
it's called?
Divorced.
Was her TV Land show, which I'm sure we're going to
I'm
dive into
going to watch, yeah.
as soon as we get the opportunity
Now
to.
that one has, oh my gosh, I just forgot her name. Brenda Cooper, who is the costume designer for The Nanny.
Oh.
Sadly missed on Living with Fran. There are good nostalgia looks. If you want to watch a show and be like, what was 2005?
Yeah.
Absolutely, just low-slung jeans, belts that are attached to nothing.
Sure.
Tops that are lingerie.
A million camisoles, I'm sure.
Probably.
A billion camisole. Everything's a camisole. I will say, The Nanny's a legs and a butt show.
Yes.
Living with Fran, that's a boob show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you want to look at Fran Drescher's fantastic cleavage.
Yeah. I'm going to post this image in the chat that
Great.
is a picture that you sent, Harper.
Yes.
Oh, did I send this?
I think
Yeah.
you, or was it you?
We sent it. I don't know.
In any case, yeah, that's that image Nini just posted in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Let's see. I want to. Yes, perfect. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff. That is her with her boyfriend and her son.
So which one is her boyfriend and which one is her son?
Well,
Boyfriend-
the hot one is her boyfriend.
Yeah, that's correct.
And Ben Feldman is her son.
This is her son.
Yes.
The
Neither
one-
of them is hot, but
Sure.
Yeah, really
Okay.
interesting. They, I mean, it's not a good show. It can be a fun show.
I had so much fun with it.
Mhm.
She is super hot.
Yeah,
She's,
of course.
Yeah, she's hot in everything. She's very hot in this show.
I love her. I have seen Living with Fran on my Hulu, just like sort of
We
popping
watched
up,
on
and I'm
Hulu.
like,
Yeah.
I should watch this. Like, I'm just like, I know that I would just breeze right through it. Like, there's not a world in which I wouldn't, but I just haven't taken the time. I love this tiny character that Jerry has drawn.
Yeah.
It's taken me far too long for it to be of this quality.
It is so cute.
It's good.
Everybody's good. Oh no. What am I going to do?
She looks better here, but I have to give her black pants here, and I refuse to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Look at her. She's so happy.
Yeah.
Is she Tiny Tyra?
She might be Tiny Tyra.
She could be Tiny Tyra.
What else? What did you watch this week, Nee?
So last Thursday, I went into the movie theater and I saw The Favorite,
Oh, I love it.
which, I have to say that it is an all-white cast. And it is
Yes.
about rich white people.
Yes.
And it is about rich white colonists
Yes.
specifically. All that being said,
You're gay and you're legally obligated to like it.
I'm gay and I'm legally obligated to like it. And not only that, but I want to like it, and I did like it.
It's so good.
I really loved it. I thought it just was like really jazzing me up the whole time. I mean, the fisheye lens, everything is shot with a fisheye lens.
It's so absurd.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
When it's
If it's
this?
like super wide, what you're doing seems not like the opposite of what a fisheye would be.
I'm wildly incapable of. Harper's not seen it.
I
I
think
have.
that's
I
what-
could not tell you what
what
lens
it's
was
called.
used.
Fish eye
If you
lens.
If it's just the like so wide
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it's
yeah.
distorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything looks like sphere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love. I don't know. Did you notice this? Literally, everyone wears the exact same pattern. All of the furniture is done in the same pattern. Everyone's outfit is made with the
Do
same
you
pattern.
want to know something?
Yes.
Do you know this? What about the costumes?
No, I know nothing about the costumes.
So the costumes they literally made from scratch because there aren't any like because it's 17th century.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, 17th century. So there's like not enough or maybe it would be like mad expensive to costume everyone in that way. So they made everyone's costumes. And then they took all the costumes that were made and would deconstruct them and use them for other things.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So they did that. It stars
Olivia
Colman, Rachel Weisz, who can literally step on my
Absolutely.
neck.
She
And
will shoot you like a dog.
I literally want her to beat the shit out of me, honestly. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's okay for me to say on the show. But, like,
It's your shit.
also, oh my god, actually what should be my content is this super cut video of Rachel Weisz. It's called Rachel Weisz Cheering on Gay Rights. And it's a super cut of all of these interviews that she's done being like, well, I had to read a lot of lesbian fiction. And her just like talking about like playing lesbians or playing queer
yeah.
women. In The Favorite and in Disobedience. It is, I'll show you guys after the
I
show.
wanna see
Maybe
it.
I can find it and I'll post it in the comments. It is truly like, Emma, my girlfriend, and I have watched it like 6 times.
cannot
like,
wait.
it is
Okay.
so funny. And it's also Emma Stone.
It's Emma Stone. Uh-huh. No,
Um,
it's so good. It is. I will
It's
say,
really good.
I found it. Now, this has sort of been my take anytime someone asks me about The Favorite. I was ready for it to be hilarious.
mhm.
And then it is very haunting and stressful.
It is haunting.
It is beautiful. It is clever. It is very, very dark. It is sad. It's so sad.
It's very sad.
That ending with the bunnies of.
Yeah.
I know that doesn't make sense if you haven't seen it, but.
Mm-hmm. It's very sad, and it's just. I just thought it was great. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I was entertained. It's like a very, very dark comedy, which I honestly loathe. And, yeah, so I saw that. And then the other thing that I watched that I wanted to talk about is a Netflix show called Sex Education.
Oh, okay. I've been seeing a lot about this.
Which Gillian Anderson plays the mother of the lead character in it.
That's Scully.
Yes, Scully from X-Files. I'm like 3 episodes in. Everyone's British. It's very British comedy. I think that it is... I'm really enjoying it. I'm liking it a lot. I think it's quite sweet. I think the relationship between Gillian Anderson and her son is like very sweet and very nice. I've seen people sort of be like, I wish it's like not like Skins at all, but like it feels to me like if I wish I could have watched this show instead of watching Skins when I was 14 years old.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched either, but like that feels correct.
It's like really funny, and it's also like sad. There's like, sad, slutty, poor girl who's cool. There's like, but it's also not typical in some ways as well. Anyways, it's good. Those are my 2 tenths.
I love your 2 tenths.
Thank you.
You've got your little character all cut out.
I got my little character all cut out. I have to color in. I went with the original version because she was cuter. I love her. Oh.
You guys. Okay, let me just do this.
We're similar scales, although mine is smaller.
Yeah, they're not exactly right in terms of scale, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But if I do that, you can't even tell.
Yeah, there you go. Force that perspective. Perfect.
I've been looking everywhere for these markers that are in my
sorry.
life.
She's gonna color stuff.
Sorry. Yes, I'm going to color my friend.
I have one other thing that I wanted to present while we were talking about content. Because I started listening to the All Systems Goku podcast, hosted by Jeff Gerstmann and Dan Reichert of Giant Bomb. And I went in not sure if I was going to enjoy it, and I have, mostly because it is these 2 guys who don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z, something that I feel like I have had like an always knowledge of, just because of like watching it in childhood with my cousin, and to hear these 2 guys who have no idea what any of it is sort of have to re-explain what they just watched.
Mm-hmm.
I found it very amusing, and more than that, it made me want to watch more Dragon Ball content. And so I have also watched...
So we have!
Yeah, I've watched some Dragon Ball Z and some Dragon Ball Super, because more of Dragon Ball Super has been translated since the last time I watched it.
Oh my god.
And I saw an episode of Dragon Ball Super where something was revealed that I think we should talk about. There is, and I don't think that there's really even such a thing as spoilers for Dragon Ball for the most part, because it follows certain patterns, but...
It's also been out for...
Well, but not this. This hasn't been out for that long. But let's just say there's a character who gives another character a sensu bean by chewing it up in their own mouth and then like passing it through, sort of baby birding it to the other person.
Okay.
And Goku reacts to this by going like, "Whoa, what? Why'd you do that with your mouth? What are you doing with your mouth?" And they're like, "Goku, don't you know about kissing?" And he's like, "What's that?"
Goku has...
And they go, "Goku, you've got 2 kids." And he goes, "Yeah, what's that have to do with kissing?" Goku's never kissed.
How do Saiyans reproduce?
Goku's never kissed, and that's what I think we should talk about.
That's like...
I don't know. I always assumed they reproduced sexually. But
Is that not just like a Pretty Woman rule?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No kissing?
No kissing.
Yeah. No
Can't
kiss.
kiss, it's too intimate.
Yeah.
It could
Chi-Chi
be
said,
that.
don't kiss me.
You're gonna leave for 7 years.
Yeah. You're gonna die for a good long while.
Here's the thing, I don't
Goku's
know...
never kissed.
I don't know anything about this show.
But now you know that Goku's never kissed.
And that is...
He has 2 children.
He has 2 children and...
And he's never kissed. That's all. That's for my content.
Wow.
I just thought we should talk about how Goku's never kissed.
I love it.
Wow. That is something to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry it's taking me so long to make this.
This is so
No, it's coming along
cute.
great. Good hair.
Great hair. I'm like, is this Julia Roberts?
I mean, I was maybe Pretty Woman in it. I will say I did consume some Tent today separate from these people this week, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I've been reading Samantha Irby's Meaty, which is a collection of novels about being, it's about her life in general, her struggles with Crohn's disease, just sort of dating, being cool, being fat, being growing in a poor environment, but all very raunchy, very funny, very good. I do everything backwards. I've already read her second book, We're Never Meeting in Real Life. Also essays, my favorite thing to read on the train, because you can just do like 2 or 3 essays on a trip, bundle up. And then also sometimes a stranger looks over your shoulder and sees the phrase, washing your hairy asshole in the sink.
Yeah.
So it's very good. I love it. It's very vulgar. It's not necessarily everything. I don't agree with everything she's saying. It was written several years ago.
Okay.
But it's very good, and I love it. Spoiler, she's fully gay now, which you learn in We're Never Meeting in Real Life,
Okay.
which is not something she seems to have very much explored in Meaty, which is a really interesting thing to go backwards and see. I love it. It's very good. I recommend it strongly. Samantha Irby. I believe it's at Word Science on Twitter. She's also a great Twitter follow.
Love the wreck.
Yeah, she's great. I love her. We also watched almost all of the Great Interior Design Challenge.
Oh.
Which is horrible. They're
What
bad
is
at
it on?
interior design. It's on Netflix. It was on BBC.
Yeah, it's all right. They're amateurs.
They're amateurs. Yeah, it's the same as your sort of amateur competition in general, except it is interior design. It's in heats, so you see 9 competitions of 3, so 27 amateur interior designers who they get a brief. They all do simple houses, and the great thing
they're
about
doing
it,
similar rooms. They
Similar
don't really do a
rooms.
full house.
similar rooms in a similar house. And the great thing about it that I love, it's
What?
Similar rooms in a similar house?
Yeah, so they'll do like the living room.
One house or similar?
It's 3 houses. So one of the
Okay,
things they'll do
okay.
is they'll go to, because it's set in England. So one of the
It'll
things
be
that
like
also
small
comes with is
towns.
it'll also be like a history and English architecture essentially, or British architecture.
Ooh.
So they'll go to a town where there's a very like set style. Like the first episode is in Cotswold cottages in the village. So in the village of Cotswold. So they all have a very similar look and style, and they'll do a living room in a Cotswold cottage.
Gotcha.
Or they'll do like a beach hut like on the coast. Or they'll do like 3 Edwardian mansions. They'll
Okay.
do like the bedroom
Okay.
or like a fisherman's cottage. It's very fun if you love TV shows that are secretly just lessons in British architecture, which I do. We all know that I love Escape to the Country.
That's true. Jerry
Um,
does love to escape to the country.
Yeah. No, that's a fun time. It's good to look at. It's great to be like, I would do this differently. I love to watch amateurs do things and be like, I have better taste.
Yeah.
Or be like, ooh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so that is my 10 for the week.
Awesome.
I love that. So, any other tent we should cover?
I don't think so necessarily. Yeah.
Okay.
We watched some other things, another full series, but I don't think that there's anything to say about it, you know.
What was it?
We also watched all of Russian Doll,
Oh!
which I have seen lots of people talk about, but I don't really have a take on it.
Yeah, I don't have a take. I
You
enjoyed
didn't like it?
Oh, I liked it.
It was perfectly fine.
I really
Okay.
enjoyed it. I thought it was good, but like, yeah, I don't have a take on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one where she keeps dying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Groundhog Day. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, spring's coming early,
Woohoo!
he says. Pensatucky Phil. Pensatucky?
You know, you were really thinking about Natasha Lyon. Leon? I don't know how to say her last name.
She's not gay,
I
by
know.
the way.
Isn't that weird?
I knew it already, but I just want to ruin everyone's
No,
days.
it's actually bad. It's worse than that.
What do you mean?
She's married to Fred Armisen, isn't she?
Oh my god, is she?
I think I saw that online.
That's an
Wait.
interesting one.
I could be
Anyway.
wrong about that. Anyway.
I don't know. That's, yeah. We'll find out right now. We'll have the answer for you.
I interpreted a tweet that way this afternoon.
We'll have that answer for you immediately.
Wait, no, that's her boyfriend.
Okay.
They're dating. All right. Well, there you have it.
Wow.
2 people
God.
in the showbiz dating. Also, you know, Dave Becky is a producer on that show, which
That too.
he's a horrible person. So,
Oh, okay.
you know, everything there is...
Everything's bad.
Yep. All of it's tricky. But there's another show that we do love to watch, even though I am actually sure that it's problematic in a huge number of ways as well.
It's horrible!
Yeah, I
It's
can
so
only imagine.
bad. I should not have colored her pants in.
No, it's good. It's good. It's so good.
I just wanted to cover up all the lines where I struggled with her shade.
It's really good. Should we go into this next, now what I'm saying is a regular segment?
Yeah.
Since this will be the 3rd time that I've done it,
Mhm.
which is me choosing the most ridiculous, which is really hard, lines from the most recent episode of Riverdale. But before I go into that, I think our Midwest
Yes, Nick sent us a video.
correspondent.
He said that he wanted us to play this before you did your Riverdale recap
Okay.
this week.
Okay.
So we don't know what this is, but Nick said he wanted us to play this before Nene did her Riverdale recap this week. Let's take a look at that.
Hey gang, this is Nick from Secret Handshake. I am once again not doing it around the Nick and Tulsa days. That'll be coming back soon. But what I am doing is something a little bit predictive. So every week for the past couple of weeks, Cassie and E has been reading lines from Riverdale, doing a little bit of a Riverdale recap. And these never make any sense to me because I don't watch the show. I've never seen it, but I enjoy it very much. So what I wanted to try and do is not watch the show still, but write out a couple of scenes that I think might have been in this past episode of Riverdale based on what Cassie and E read last week. So I'm doing a little bit of a future sight, if you will. So here's the first scene. It's between Archie and Jughead. Archie's confronting Jughead about his recent drug use. Jug, buddy, what do you mean your legs fell off? I was trying to stop a fight between the Cornhusk Gang and Mr. Jankowicz's goons, but my legs got too scared and ran away. Jug, you gotta quit taking that hog wall up in Frozone's apartment, which is a canonical location in this show, even if the rest of the Incredibles universe is not. I know. I'm an addict. Sue me. Just like Veronica did after I showed her a picture of my uncle, who legally died but came back to life just to cast the vote that made her mom lose the election for comptroller. Damn. That's wild. Anyway, I have to get to class. Peace up, head. So that was the first scene. My second scene that I have written down, based on Cassini's last recap, is between Archie and Betty. Archie is talking to Betty about a recent competition that she was involved in. Betty, I told you not to enter the Supreme Marathon. I know, Arch, but I really thought I could leapfrog a horse after eating 100 meatballs. So much for my weekend. Anyway, how are you? I'm okay. Pastor Franklin told me that all angels are girls and all demons are boys. Nice! So those were my 2 scenes of Riverdale that I think may have happened based on trends and based on what Cassini read last week. That's it for me. Let me know how close I get.
Genuinely sorry to say that you're like very, very close.
All
like,
of that happens.
Honestly, there are some things that you said in these fake scenes that are pretty reminiscent of some of the lines that I have written down here.
I can't wait.
So let's get started. So I start off everyone with the opening line because I think that they know that they just gotta, really grip the viewers. So here we go. This is the opening line. So they decided this week, I just want to say before I start, that we're doing like an intentional nod to film noir. And they want you to know that just so badly. Like, they don't ever let you forget it. So here we go.
I can't imagine they would.
Here we go. This is Jughead at the beginning. He pretty much narrates the show. Riverdale, once a safe, decent, innocent place, had become Noir Town. Like the setting of a Raymond Chandler story filled with dames to kill for, postmen who like to ring twice, and more mobsters than a Scorsese retrospective at the Bijou.
The postman never rings twice.
I was like, yes! Like, the episode started and I was like Emma was like, do you want to start writing things down now?
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to watch it all the way through first.
Now there's a thematic connection here because we're making a thin man. Okay, just a noir joke there.
So Jughead's narration continues. Claudius Blossom had taken the big sleep, and my girlfriend Betty Cooper had murder on the brain. And murderers, in Betty's world, needed to be brought to justice. Just in her world, let's be clear.
Yeah. It does make Betty sound... It sounds like they're painting Betty as unreasonable. Mm-hmm. Betty, the crazed vigilante, believed murderers should be brought to justice.
Yeah. So this is a line from Archie talking to his dad after suffering being the sole target by one of the biggest crime lords in America, and also almost dying from being attacked by a bear.
I love the bear.
So the thing that is happening in this episode is like everyone's like, something's up with Archie. Like, what's going on? It's like this child needs to be in therapy immediately. Like, he has PTSD. Like, one hundo.
I agree 100%. I have to ask, in an earlier episode, do you get to see Archie mauled by a bear?
You don't get to see him get mauled, but you do see the wound.
Okay.
It's more like the camera is the bear. We're the bear.
Okay.
Think about that.
Because I would absolutely run to YouTube right now to see Archie after mauled by a bear.
That's why they couldn't show it. They knew it was too... They were like, this is a little bit DC's Legends of Tomorrow, so we can't quite... I don't know if we can go that far.
We can't pull that off.
So this scene is like Archie and Archie's dad. He's like, what's up, son? Like, what's the matter, son? Like, what's going on? Is it your breakup with Veronica? They broke up.
Archie says, no, Luke
Archie's
Perry.
like, literally, Archie's like, no, I just don't think that college is right for me. I think I want to work. His dad's like, well, okay. And he says, after the crap I've seen these last few months, I just want to get out of my head. Work with my hands. Try and make peace with things.
Skin a bear.
Me have feeling, me need to hit. So, Jughead then says, the only thing Archie knew for sure was he was angry, and hitting things made it better. Yeah. Okay, let me continue. This is Veronica to like the son of another crime family who has brought her a gigantic arrangement of flowers for her father who's just been shot in the heart. He's not dead. She says, while I love a grand gesture, Elio, diamonds are a girl's best friend. We had to, you know.
We did. That's not the right genre, though, is it?
We are all over the place. This is another thing that Veronica a high school junior says to a boy, well, to paraphrase Samuel Clemens, reports of his death have been greatly exaggerated.
Why do they do it? Why do they do things like that? What are they aiming for?
Here's another one. This is what Jughead says to Veronica after she comes to his office and it's raining. He says, nice hat, Bacall.
Jesus, I hate it.
So in the
I
meeting
hate
with
it.
Veronica and
They
Jughead,
looked up. They went through and made on a whiteboard a list of words, phrases, names.
I hate it.
And then they said, we'll put as many of those into the plot, into the script as we can. And then we did a good job.
That is the exact process of a Riverdale writer.
Did they do like a Play It Again Sam? Did they do
and of all the gin joints, do they do that when they're like in her little speakeasy? And she's like, in all the underground gin joints run by a high school in the world, and another high schooler walked into mine. Like,
okay, this is another line by Veronica.
you're gonna regret this, Jughead. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
Yes. So she says, a few weeks ago, I overheard my parents arguing. It was right before the quarantine, after I had my seizure.
So we're casual.
Literally, that is how she delivers the line. Okay. So this is a little scene between, this is still Veronica and Jughead.
Mm-hmm.
He says, what if you don't like what I find? She says, I'm a big girl. I can take it. He says, well then, consider me your Philip Marlowe.
What does that even mean?
It's
What high schooler? Just what?
What that is the most true to age thing
That's
they've
true.
written.
That's true.
So then he goes on.
And honestly, Lauren Bacall, probably an age-appropriate reference. Wasn't she like 19 when she made all those movies?
Probably.
So
he says, Jughead continues, I didn't mind playing detective, especially for this price. She throws down a wad of cash and says, you'll get the other half when you give me their name. But if I'd known then and there where this investigation would lead me, I never would have taken the money. Oh my God. The next scene, he's interviewing. He's interviewing Veronica's mother, asking if she shot her husband. Let's get right to it, Madam Mayor. Did you shoot your husband?
Wait, when did she become the mayor?
She's the mayor. She's the mayor, and it's like a big thing because it's like she's the mayor so that she can help her husband
do crime.
Be a crime lord.
Okay. She's Mrs. Crime Lord. Heaven forbid she should be the mayor for her own purposes.
Right.
I understand.
So she's always writing a tricky line of like, people will talk. He's like, let them talk, you know. So earlier when I mentioned Claudius Blossom taking the big sleep, so that is Betty Cooper's uncle. She goes to the Blossom house. Cheryl with the red hair, if you're familiar with the show at all, this is Cheryl, the Blossom family. Betty shows up. Cheryl's mother, Penelope, who is often referred to as Auntie Blossom, is like, oh, Betty, you've come to mourn with us. Or she's like, Betty, you've come. And Cheryl turns around and says, mourn with us, cousin. Everybody calls each other auntie and cousin. I don't really know, like, what, like, you know how I was saying, like, sometimes it feels like 1950, sometimes it feels like 1850. I don't understand, like, why we're doing, like, cousin.
That feels like a weirdly small town thing to me.
Yeah,
I don't
definitely.
know.
Yeah.
I knew a lot of people who would, like, growing up in my tiny town would be like, we're related, cousin. I'm like, you're my fourth cousin.
I have a memory of my cousin referring to my dad as his first name, Rob, and then my uncle or maybe grandparent, someone like that, correcting him and saying, Uncle Rob. You have to say uncle.
Yeah.
So I do think it's like a small town kind of like
Yeah,
thing,
that
like,
makes sense. That makes sense.
sign of respect.
Yeah.
Familial thing.
The cousin thing is, yeah.
Mourn with us, cousin. So this is
Horrifying.
Veronica to her two remaining capos. The family capos, you know.
I don't.
Nico.
Isn't it capo?
They say capo in the show.
No, I'm just making a good joke.
But I want to say capo. Anyways.
Okay.
She says, Nico, Leo, we're in a crisis. The mob underworld smells blood in the water, and we need to change the narrative. Obscure the fact that my father is down for the count, and present present a strong front. That's just something that she says.
Mm-hmm.
That's just something that she said in her life.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're like, you know, they're like going at her. They're like, you don't know, we should just, and she says, I don't need you to mob-splain what's best for my family.
I saw a screenshot of that one as well. I did see a
I don't
screenshot
need
of
you to
that of her
mob-splain.
saying mob-splain. I did see that on Twitter. Yeah, it's a lot.
So here's the worst part of this episode. The worst part of this episode is that Penelope Blossom, Auntie Blossom, she is running what they're calling a brothel.
Right. I thought maybe this would be fun.
It is fun, but I'm gonna go in and you're gonna know what I'm saying.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm scared.
So Betty and Jughead walk into a hotel because they're trying to find Hiram's mistress. Now I just want to talk about this for just a second before I get into this quote. Hiram Lodge is played by Mark Consuelos. Mark Consuelos is married to Kelly Ripa. When they introduced the plot line of Hiram Lodge having a mistress, I said, if they don't cast the mistress as Kelly Ripa, I'm going to commit arson. I didn't have to commit arson because it was indeed Kelly Ripa.
This was spoiled for me before the show, and it's the best thing they've done. It's amazing. I'm so happy about it.
It's incredible.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
So
I love it.
So Betty and Jughead go to this hotel called the Five Seasons in Riverdale. Mm-hmm.
You got your spring, your summer, your fall, your winter, your crime.
Yes. The fifth season, crime. And they're sent to a room where they knock on the door.
Did the hotel just give them her room?
The concierge tipped them off. Okay. Two high school kids. We don't know. They're minors. They knock on the door. No one's there. They say, maybe we should just try the handle. It's unlocked. Mm-hmm. Betty then says, and now apparently there's a not-so-secret sex club in Riverdale. Okay. So they talk to one of the workers there. It's a terrible interaction. It's fine. It's just like they scare off one of her clients. She won't talk, so they give her money. She's like, I'll talk now. Right. But I'm like, you're not questioning why these two minors are here in this sex dungeon? It's fine. So then Auntie Blossom comes out. Betty says, I knew you were an escort, Auntie, but now you're exploiting other women? We're there. Mm-hmm. She says, these women aren't victims, Betty. At the Maple Club, it is the men who suffer.
What is it with Riverdale and Maples?
Because their whole claim to fame is they had a big maple factory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering we recently watched one of the earlier episodes with the sticky maple.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like the Blossom Maple Factory.
Yeah.
So she says, it is the men who suffer. We specialize in domination, and these ladies are making enough to start new lives. So I thought that was great, but then it was Betty's you're only helping yourself. And also she's the character's a bad character.
Right.
So it's still bad representation, but so this is also between Betty and Auntie Blossom. She says, is that why you poisoned the sisters? Because they sold you to the Blossoms? She says, I didn't kill those nuns in any way. It was the so-called Monsignor who sold me. not the sisters. And Betty says, fine, you didn't kill the fake nuns. Did you kill Claudius?
We love to ask people if they killed their husbands.
Yes, there's no issue.
Yeah.
So then Betty and Jughead separate, and he says, no rest for the wicked. And she says, not in a wicked town. Okay, this is what I really
You would think that a wicked
wanted to
town
get.
would be the one place that the wicked could rest. You're among your people, take a nap.
So this was the quote that I really wanted to get. This is another altercation between Auntie Blossom and Betty. She's like, I have the proof that you killed your husband or whatever. She says, Auntie Blossom, you think you know what I've done, but have you paused to consider why? And Betty says, because you're a serial killer, a black widow,
Ugh.
the Red Dahlia, let's call you. You poison people. To which she replies, not people, Betty. Men. I'm not admitting anything, but they are the true poison.
Poison them all.
Ah!
Oh, poison them all.
So then she goes on.
The show's ridiculous.
She's like, Auntie Blossom is like, you should thank me for killing Claudius. Betty's like, why would I thank you? She says, because he caused your seizure. He caused everyone's seizures. Claudius was running a Fizzle Rocks operation in our once distinguished maple factory and dumping the runoff into Sweetwater River. She says, Fizzle Rocks caused the seizures? And she says, no, Betty. The runoff from the drug. Sorry, the runoff from the manufacturing of the drug, not the drug itself. And that's all I got for you today.
I mean, heavy truths being
So now
dropped.
do you see how Nick's scene honestly fits right in with the episode? Like, it could be that, and it would be...
Yeah, I would never know if that was
I would
slipped in there.
never know. I would never know.
I honestly have forgotten what Nick said and what you said,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and now I believe that all of those things happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to work on a character of your own? I mean, we're already well past our time limit here, but...
Yeah, I have an idea for
Okay,
one.
sorry I took so long on mine. She is done, though.
I need the black marker.
It is in the back, it should be.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is my
This
friend.
is the story of a girl.
I don't know how. No. Yes. This is us. This is
You colored yours all the way in.
I did. I left her little face pale and milky.
Oh, shit, sorry.
I just sort of suggested colors by doing the...
No, that's the correct choice.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. Yours is very... I like the
Vibrant.
color. Yeah.
Oh, you absolutely... Okay.
Yeah, so... Cassini, you're working on something, and I think we all kind of can immediately see where it's going. Probably viewers at home can't see it yet, but...
But I think they can probably guess.
Is it... I think this is very Kathy.
It's not Kathy, I would say. Griffin. No, I don't know about that. No, it's not Kathy. I feel like, yeah, she's fun. She's cute. She got them hips.
Yeah, she's great. I like her a lot.
She does got them hips.
I love these flat friends of ours that we're gonna... are we mailing these to Nick? Is that what we're doing?
Maybe we're taking viewer suggestions for them. If anyone wants to call in and help us come up with what we should do with the Flat Stanleys, talk to us about Fran and or living with Fran and or the nanny. I see we got some interest for that. Just give us a call. Help us come up with what we are going to do.
Yeah.
I'm so mad at Nene.
Why are you
sorry,
mad?
Cassidy.
It's pretty okay.
No, it's great. It's
coming
fun.
along great.
It's coming along lovely. I have
do
to
a better
imagine.
job.
I was gonna say I have to
You're
imagine
starting over?
you have.
Yeah, I'm starting
it looks
over.
great. I have to imagine you have practice drawing this particular Flat Stanley.
I have, like, many, many times.
Okay. Uh-oh, why would that have happened? Do you think? That noise?
Is it? What am I singing?
Okay, that's an interesting thing.
I figured it out.
That noise
Camp
is
Rock.
happening.
That's what I was singing. This is real. This is me.
Yeah.
You know how that goes?
Yeah.
It's 2019, and now you have to listen to me sing poorly. Not like now. Like I'm not about to go more. It's just where we live today.
I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Gonna let the light shine on me.
I'm gonna kiss a Jonas. I couldn't begin
Yeah.
to tell you which one. I don't know the Jonas's names.
I think it's Joe.
Is it Joe? There's
Joe?
Joe and Nick and Kevin.
Yeah.
Wow, I forgot about Kevin.
Yeah.
gotta
We need to talk about Kevin.
And then the bonus Jonas, whose name I forget as well. Is he Kevin? He's not Kevin.
No,
Kevin's
he's
one
not
of the
Kevin. He's like Frankie. I think it's actually Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie sounds actually
I
kind
think
of
it
gross.
is.
Will you hand me the wine?
Yes.
Leave a comment if you remember the name of the bonus Jonas.
Speaking of comments, a very well-deserved compliment for Cassiani's outfit in the comments.
Thank
Do leave
you.
a comment if you
Beautiful.
remember the name of the bonus Jonas. I can't express enough how much I need to know.
The name
I
of
feel-
the bonus Jonas.
I'm gonna put like $20 on Frankie.
Okay. We are checking on the name of the bonus Jonas.
It is Frankie. It is
Yeah.
Frankie. Confirmed that the bonus Jonas is named Frankie.
You owe
Wow.
Cassiani $20.
I don't remember agreeing to that.
Play the tape.
No, I can't yet. VOD, it takes a few minutes after it's up. This is looking even better than the first draft.
Yeah, I mean, great choice. You've done a marvelous job. Good luck cutting out those little
Yeah, I was
arms.
gonna say, do we have? Oh, you've got the scissors. That's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, I'm gonna do the arms just right.
The scissors we got. They're over there.
Oh, and then
Okay.
he has a little belt, doesn't he?
Truly,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
Ask
either.
your shirt and/or your phone case.
Spoiler alert.
All right. Wait, I gotta do some more soinkles here.
Finishing touches on this.
So this is what I've got.
It's beautiful. I love it. Cut it out.
Wow. Honestly, that's a lot of bobs.
So many bobs.
So now I'm just gonna do a little bit.
Also this one.
I'm gonna do a little.
Just some color.
Yeah, just a little color.
Just a little bit of
Just give
color
him some
work.
Blue eyes.
Adding in some detail.
Adding in a little red tongue.
Bringing some life into the image here.
Right? Like, gotta do the red tie.
I do
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
yellow is going to be an important one
Yeah, sure.
here.
Gotta do a
Potentially.
little of that. Do a
Marvelous.
Okay.
little.
I love it.
Look,
I
that
love
looks
it.
exactly right. That looks exactly right.
That's great.
It's beautifully
Some
done.
sock detailing.
We're doing a little brown pant.
Okay.
A little brown pant.
Great.
I think that the pocket that he has, has something in it,
A pen or something?
but I can't remember
Just leave it. Just let it be. Or
what. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
go back over.
I think it all works.
yeah, I think it's great. I'm very excited for it.
Thank you, guys. Did you know that this was a skill of mine?
Drawing
SpongeBob?
this square character.
Yeah, drawing Spoonge.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
just sort
surprised.
of assumed, yeah.
You're what? You're
I-
not surprised?
Mm-hmm. It seems like you would be good at that. I know you're familiar with the shape.
I
Yeah.
am familiar with the shape. I'm familiar with the show. You know what, though? This drawing with the yellow marker, but with the black,
And you're getting a little bit of
Is it
blurbs.
a smeary situation?
it's just, really taking me back to, a specific time in my life when it was, why does my drawing look like shit? And it's always that I did the black too soon. And then and then you get this sort of, you
Yeah,
can't
your
really
yellow
see
is-
the dirty tip of the marker, but
I spend a lot of time highlighting things at work, and my highlighters are all trashed.
That's too bad.
Because I use that G2 Pilot. And it stays a
Yeah.
little wet, and then I immediately highlight something.
The G2s,
Yeah.
best of the best.
I mean, I like those too.
Yeah, I like them. I enjoy them. Sometimes I do use our sweet friend Snowball.
Sure. If you've seen previous episodes, hey, you know what we didn't do and might be great right now?
What?
We didn't do
Oh my gosh, our show and tell.
our show and tell segment.
Absolutely. While Cassiani works on Sponge over there, do we want to go ahead and start our
Yeah, are you
show
gonna
and
go
tells?
grab yours?
I have mine right
Oh,
here.
you do? Oh,
do you
fantastic.
have yours?
I do have mine.
Okay.
Do you want to go first then?
I will go first. So
This is perfect. We're gonna do a little show and
yeah. I bought this show and tell right around the turn of the new year. I bought it at a wedding, but I did not use it at the wedding. I then forgot that I had it. I bought it while we were in Wisconsin. I then traveled with it fully packaged back to New York, at which point yesterday I remembered that I have this miniature travel steamer now.
Ooh!
And truly amazing. I love it. It can do about 1.5 garments at a time, just with this size. Fits very easily in a small carry-on. And really so easy to use. You just fill it up, put some water in there, put your lid on, then you turn it on, and it starts to steam. And I don't iron very often. I mostly only iron when I travel.
Whoopsie.
And it's annoying. I'm always afraid I'm going to burn my garments. I go over them several times, things like that. It was just zhup, zhup, zhup. Amazing.
Zhup.
I love my little baby travel steamer. She's such a sweetie. It's literally called My Little Steamer. Go Mini.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh, we got a call.
Hang on just a second as we make this happen.
We are excited to answer your call. Just having some technical moments. We are...
Sorry.
It's not helping that I narrate the fact that we are still trying to answer your call.
Well, no, I mean, we just... Secret Handshake, hello.
Secret Handshake.
Hello, Secret Handshake. Okay, they did hang up, so that was a fun one. Thanks for that call.
Thanks for
Thank
that
you for
call.
calling us.
All right, you invertebrates. I'm going to teach you how to do the sponge. Yeah, first you take your leg and you put it in the air. And then you take the other one and jam it right up there. You turn it right around and do a great big lunge. Now you're doing the sponge.
All right, so very good.
Anybody who watches SpongeBob is like freaking out right now.
Yeah, now this is an original animation cell from that show, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so here's the thing. Am I disqualified because this is technically a 3D drawing?
You've drawn an additional dimension there? No, I don't think
I
that
don't think so.
disqualifies you.
I think you're doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna cut
Okay,
that
and
gonna
while you
put-
cut that out, I will show my my little show and tell item. This thing the other day, it's been in our apartment forever. The other day it started beeping. I was like, what's that all about? Turns out it's a carbon monoxide alarm.
We're all dead.
And we all died. No,
Oh.
it actually just was at its the end of its life, which is interesting because I wouldn't expect it to tell you that. But on the back here, it clearly says 3 chirps,
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
flashes 3 times.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
That means end of life. That
Chirp, chirp,
means
chirp.
that it just apparently it's like, hey,
Your
I'm
life?
broken. I'm broken.
Chirp,
It just
chirp,
yells it yells that it's broken. Is
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
apparently the thing. Yeah, it's kind of like that, although less frequent, and a little bit louder. Oh, now we are gonna get that person trying to call us again. Let's see if they're interested in talking this time. Secret Handshake, hello.
Hello.
Hi, thanks for calling. Who do we have?
Is this show still happening?
It's
Yes!
still
It
happening.
is still happening.
Can you
Oh my
believe
God,
it?
it's Allison.
Hi, Allison.
Hi, Nini. I just wanted to say I love your outfit.
Thank you, Allison.
Now you put
I
that
posted it in the chat,
earlier.
but
And you wanted to call
Yeah.
too?
I mean, that's dedication and well deserved. It's a great outfit, and you did custom make this, right?
I did stitch the patch onto the shirt, yes.
Oh, wow. That's actually
Wow.
impressive. I assumed that you'd purchase this somewhere.
No. Remember Allison when we went apple picking?
uh-huh.
And
No.
yes, our friend found a child's beanie
Oh.
under a tree
Oh my gosh.
when we were apple picking.
Wow.
And it had this patch on it. It was a small black hat. And they said, I feel like you should have this. And I screamed, and I was like, I'm going to wash it, and I'm going to wear it. But the beanie was too small for my head. So I got inspired one day to just cut the patch out. And I was like, I'll just sew it onto something. I went to Michael's, and I found this lime green shirt.
I love it.
And I said, I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, be careful with that one.
I'm gonna sew it.
I love it. I'm very scared. No, it looks
She was
great.
just holding the scissors to her hair as if she were going to cut it, if you aren't actually watching us
at the
at
moment,
this moment,
Allison. Yeah.
Yeah,
from
sorry,
the delay.
Allison.
It was very scary.
It's okay.
Well,
There's like lag, so what I see live is early
yeah,
Oh,
right,
right.
that'll happen.
or yeah, technology.
Mhm.
Those technology
Beautifully
blues.
done.
Well, you're gonna love this next shot when that loads up because that's a big, beautiful sponge we got there.
Beautifully done.
Thank you. Allison, do you have any suggestions? So we're doing basically a Flat Stanley sort of situation. Do you know about Flat Stanley?
Yeah.
So we
dropped
don't
Tiny
want to
Tara.
name our characters Flat Stanley. Do you have any suggestions for a good alternate name? It can be literally anything.
Flat Stanley. Flat.
It's really hard.
Flat Sarah?
Yeah, Flat
Flat
Sarah.
Sarah, okay.
I love Flat Sarah.
Wow, interesting delays tonight. Someone in the chat just now saying, yes, it's Frankie.
Wow. We must have a considerable
About the name
lag.
of the bonus, Jonas. So I'm sorry if the lag is particularly bad tonight. I think I love our flat characters, no
love
matter
them
what they're
so
called.
much. I think we should I honestly think we should all have our own flat character. We should have Flat Harper, Flat Jerry, and Flat Cat Sandy.
I love that. I like the way that Flat Jerry sounds.
Yeah, Flat Jerry's really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, yours particularly is great.
All right. Well, Allison, should we mail these to you?
Yes, please.
All right.
Can you mail them to my brother in Texas?
Sure. Are you comfortable sending his address over to Cassianie?
Yes, I will.
Okay, great. I'll pay for postage. We're going to mail those over to your brother in Texas.
And in the meantime, is there something you would like us to do with our flats?
Yeah, any suggestions of where they could go?
Should we take them
Where
to
they can
dinner,
go.
a museum?
Yeah, just sort of where we
Somewhere
tour
tall.
them first.
Let's see. It's winter, so maybe take them to the movies and like for a drink for a happy hour.
Ooh, a happy hour with our flat friends.
That way they appreciate the drink prices when they get to Texas.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I can't believe when I
Okay.
pay for things here.
Yeah.
Our flats are on a little date. They're having a glass of wine.
I can't. That's fantastic. Allison, thank you so much for calling.
Yes,
you.
thank you, Allison.
You're welcome. I'm a huge fan. Love your work.
Thank you, Allison. We'd
that's all I
love to have you on
say.
the show.
Yeah, honestly, I thought about it today, but I was really tired, so I didn't say anything to you. But
All right. But
Another
we'll see you
time.
sometime in the future, potentially.
We hope
yes,
to see
see
you
you
soon.
so soon. I can't wait. Okay, bye.
Bye, Allison. That's my friend Allison.
Fantastic. Well, that's, I think, probably a great place to end things overall.
Yeah, I think so too.
We've got all
so
our
too.
wonderful flat characters.
Do you want your flat character?
Yeah, I guess we should each hold them.
I've already
Get
curved
it.
mine. I can't have a flat thing.
Yeah.
You guys' characters are so cute, and I know that mine
No,
is
yours
like...
stands
Yours is
out so
so
well. Mine
cute.
looks terrible because it's just like the white piece of paper. I should have done more
I love yours.
coloring in with it. We got to make our thumbnail image here. Ta-da, that was it. Okay, great. Well, folks, that's been Secret Handshake.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your continued patronage, and thank you for sounding off in the comments if you did.
We appreciate you very much. Happy Secret Handshake.
We're here Wednesday nights.
We are. We'll see you next week.
Or sooner.
Or sooner.
Secret handshake, secret handshake, it's secret handshake. Everybody, let's be friends, it's secret handshake, secret handshake, it's secret handshake. Shh, everybody, let's be friends. Shh.